Amanda Mowry is suing Twyla, her former friend, for bail money, lost wages, and court costs. How are you today?
Fine, thank you.
And what is your name?
Victoria.
Victoria. Is this your mom?
Yeah.
How old are you?
13.
Okay, welcome to my courtroom. And your name, sir?
Daryl?
Daryl?
Dixon.
Dixon. How are you, Daryl?
I'm
All
doing
right,
well.
Amanda, why are you here today?
Well, Your Honor, I met the defendant in college in '88. We graduated in '89. Shortly after we lost touch, I went to teach at elementary school, and until I went and transferred to the middle school she was teaching at in 2000. I had to leave.
What are the chances of that? I mean, going to college together and then finding out that you're working at the same school.
Yeah.
Were you happy about that?
Yes, it was very good to
Both?
finally reunite and get our kids together again and all. Then in '05, I took a leave of absence and went to Maine. But I came back the next year to find Twyla strung out on meth.
It's a lie. She was using before she even went to Maine with me. We both were. We did it together. She introduced me
Meth?
to it.
The two of you?
Yes, ma'am.
I did not introduce her to meth. Your Honor,
She is
I have a vice,
flat out
but
lying.
it is not meth.
She even
Did you ever use
admitted
any
to
drugs?
using meth.
I have a vice, but it's White Russians. It's
Yeah,
not
she's an
meth.
alcoholic too, but that's another story.
Do we want Victoria here?
Oh, it's fine. She knows the whole story. It's an absolute lie, what she's saying.
You don't mind your daughter hearing this?
No, not at all.
It's not a lie. She even testified in another DCF court case admitting that she used it with me. I was unable to get the transcripts because it was juvenile and it was recorded.
How could it be juvenile? You two were teachers.
No, with the DCF case, because my ex-husband and she were living together at the time. It's
Your ex-husband and she were living together?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We all used it
Are
together.
you sure
too.
you want her to hear this?
She's right there. She knows the truth.
Okay. Okay. All right.
She knows the truth.
Strap in for this one.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Now, either of you been arrested?
I have.
For what?
For methamphetamine. Well, actually, the final charges were for possession of paraphernalia, adjudication withheld.
I have the
But there
newspaper
was
article
the
here.
newspaper article's incorrect that says I was arrested. There were reports I was running a meth lab out of my home. They busted my door down. They did not find a meth lab. They found other things. In fact, the reason she bailed me out of jail
you
is
two
because
still
she
teachers?
needed drugs. I'm not. I forfeited my teaching
I bet you did.
license.
Are you still a teacher?
Yes, ma'am.
She is, and she was
Okay.
out of my
I
classroom
want to
and
start at the
snorted meth.
beginning. Twyla, hang on. Amanda, why are you suing Twyla?
Okay, I get a call from a woman that said that she had just gotten on the same cell as Twyla. And
Same cell, jail
the
cell.
same jail cell as Twyla. So that she said that Twyla asked her to memorize my number and call me and ask me to bail her out. So I first then called my principal and asked him what happened. He said she was just arrested on campus and that she was
They
not
took
allowed
you out
back.
of school?
They waited 4 or 5 days after they raided my house. They did not arrest me the night of the raid, as that article states. They waited 4 or 5 days.
They
to come
arrested you out of school?
in my classroom in front of my students.
That is outrageous. You do not take a teacher out of school and arrest her for meth. It's not about embarrassing you. Not that I care, because if you're selling meth, you deserve all the
I wasn't
embarrassment in
selling
the
it, I was
world.
using it.
But it's about the kids in the classroom. All right, back to the lawsuit. Okay.
Okay.
So you call the principal. The principal said she was just arrested. Then what happened?
Okay, so then I just got my taxes that year.
So you posted bail.
So I posted
How
bail,
much?
$3,000.
Did she?
She did. My bond was actually my bail was $40,000, which the bail would have been $4,000.
Were you married at the time?
Yes, I was.
Where's your husband?
He was arrested that same day.
Did he serve time?
No, neither one of us did. Come from
Were you
my
high
fall.
when you were teaching?
For 1 school year, yes.
How do you teach when you're high?
Bell to bell, all the energy in the world, unfortunately. And
Was she high too?
Absolutely. We got high. She snorted lines in my classroom. Why would she hang out with me if she wasn't smoking? She was also teaching drinking. She had a screwdriver on the way to work every morning.
That is
which
a lie,
she still
too.
does.
Sure
Your
about
Honor,
that
that
one?
is a lie.
Absolutely. Absolutely
Well,
not.
let me tell you something.
Don't
I
even
take
If
know
this
what
woman
you're
is teaching high every day, you guys are pals. You, at the very minimum, knew she was doing meth. You knew she was high in school. I'm not going to say you were doing it. You know why? Because there's a little girl sitting next to you, okay? And I asked right in the beginning whether you wanted her here. So I'm not going to say what I'm thinking. By the way, this picture of you is scary. This is enough reason to get off of meth. Yeah, amazing, isn't it? That's what meth does to you. Okay, why are you here, Daryl? Stand up.
Your Honor, I'm Twyla's fiance. I've been with her for approximately 3 years now. We own a business together. We exceed well over $1 million in gross revenue every year.
What kind of business? Please.
Marketing company.
Marketing what?
Vacation sales.
As long as it's not meth, I'm happy.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
Okay, so you two are together 3 years. She clean?
Absolutely. She has been instrumental in this entire process. If not for Twyla, the business would have failed long ago.
She's a bright woman. There's no question in my mind. She's clean. But you know what? You should be ashamed of yourself for what you did in that school.
Absolutely. I experienced soul death behind this. I was rock bottom. I wanted to die. I hurt a lot of people, and it was terrible. And I regret every bit of it.
But you know what? It's okay now.
It is.
It's okay.
Absolutely.
Okay? But you have a mission. And your mission is to make sure that other people don't do what you did. Yes. Not just because it's about law enforcement or anything else, but it's about destroying your life. You have a chance to move on with your life.
Yes, ma'am.
Take advantage of it.
I am.
Now, why don't you want to pay her $3,000?
Because I don't owe it to her.
Why?
I
Why should
never
she bail
asked,
you out?
I never asked her for it. I supplied her with drugs for years. She never had to buy them, ever. I kept her high. That's why she bailed me out. I believe she needed me out. I would have been ROR'd the next morning at 8 a.m., Your Honor. I got bailed out somewhere between 3 and 4 a.m.
Well, then what happened to the bail money?
It was the bond.
The bond?
Yes, ma'am. It's forfeited.
She posted the bond.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, when the case is resolved, what happened to the money?
They keep it. The bondsman, I guess, keeps it.
All the money?
Yes, ma'am.
They
All
did
the money?
keep it.
I never heard of that. I want to be a bondsman. Are you kidding? And they get a percentage. They don't keep the whole amount.
Ma'am, they do. They keep it. That's how they make their money.
Your Honor, I have a witness statement.
To what? You gave money. We know that. The issue
Well,
is, did she ask you to give the
right.
money? Should she
No,
have to
ma'am.
give you the money
The
back?
person that picked her up from the jail that evening
Yeah.
wrote what she said on the way back, promising me she'd pay me back.
That's a lie.
Oh, good.
That's her
Who's
son.
this person?
Her stepson, who's also on probation for
No,
selling
it's
marijuana.
not. It's my ex-husband.
He's
He
on
didn't pick
probation
me
too?
up.
No, he's not. He was the one who went to go get her.
Her stepson.
I owe
Dustin.
Amanda big time for this. Kevin Mowry. Okay. I owe Amanda big time. Twyla said in tears. I never saw any Christmas decorations. What Christmas decorations?
The ones that are at her house from when my ex-husband was there.
Who's suing for Christmas decorations?
I'm countersuing. She has 8 to 10 huge bins of my Christmas decorations.
Why is she saying you have her Christmas decorations?
I think her husband is saying that I have them, and I have
How much
witness
are the
statements.
Christmas decorations worth?
Probably about 6,000. My half would be 3,000. It's 20 years worth of decorations.
Your Honor,
It's
Oh,
we
come
don't
on.
even
Don't you go to the
have that
sales
much.
after the holidays?
No, ma'am, these have been
50%
passed-
off. Okay, Amanda, talk to me about what we're doing with this $3,000, why you think she owes it to you, other than the fact that you paid it.
Because she promised to pay me back. I have an audio tape saying that she admits she owes it.
You do?
I do.
Hit it.
Okay?
As she stated here, I agree to pay her back upon release. I never spoke to Amanda. When I was arrested, the phones weren't working. A girl was leaving, and I said, can you remember a number to call and say to tell her what happened? She called up. Next thing I knew, I was getting bailed out. I never agreed to pay it back.
Turn it off.
She never had.
Did you hear what I heard? Because what I heard was, I never agreed to pay it back.
Her very first sentence was, as she stated here, I agreed to pay her back. And then,
it's inaudible. Then I didn't hear it.
Well-
Let's hit it again. Can we hit this again, guys?
As she stated here, I agreed to pay her back upon release. I never spoke to Amanda. When I was arrested,
That was the
phones weren't
following
working.
No,
week, she
that's
said.
that's
was
her
repeating
saying.
what she
No, 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 no.
said.
Stop it. Hit it, guys.
Sorry.
What she's saying is, as she stated here, I agreed to pay her back. Not that I agreed to pay her back. In fact, specifically, she said I never agreed to pay her back.
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor.
That's what I heard, and that's what I heard, and that's what I know. Victoria, I want you to step out. This is an action by the plaintiff for a return of bail money that she gave to get the defendant out of jail. There is no question that the parties have known each other for years. And this is a classic example of what it must be like to look at your life from college, two beautiful young girls with a lifetime of opportunity ahead of them who get caught up in drugs. The claim that the $3,000 that you posted bail for the defendant should be repaid by her is rebutted by a statement that I just heard where she says, I never agreed to pay it back. There is no question in my mind, Amanda, that the two of you were partying for years.
That's a lie,
There
Your
is
Honor.
no question in my mind You did a good thing. You gave her money. But at the end of the day, you gave it to her because she gave you meth for years. Shame on you. Shame on you for allowing this woman to be in our schools teaching our kids while she's high as a kite. Shame on you. But you know what? I wish you well. I wish you well, too. You're lucky you didn't get arrested. You're lucky that all you lost is $3,000. No violence.